Hello, 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 hello. It's yours truly, Ricky T. Anthony, coming to you from Training with Pryd, Pryd, where prey rules your domain. And Muscle Central Television, bringing you all the best in bodybuilding news, entertainment, gossip, rants, supplementation, diet training, you name it, we bring it to you. And, something's going on here. Okay, here we go. I have my iPad, and we're going to be talking about the 2018 Men's Open, Mr. Olympia, the Mr. Olympia, and the contestants. So let's start from the top. Phil says he's going to come a little leaner, a little tighter, better condition, tighter waistline. He did have that surgery to correct that umbilical hernia that he had. So let's see what good it does. But just like in every class, the champ is the champ, and you got to go in there and take it from the champ. So I can see Phil, being who he is, bringing in that great conditioning again with his slightly newer look, smaller waist, hopefully, and let's see what happens. I think he's going to take it. And he's going to be up there with Lee Haney and Ronnie Coleman as the 3 greatest bodybuilders ever. 8 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles. Now, let's look at the rest of the rankings. William Bonac. I've been talking about this cat ever since he crossed over from 212 to the Open. I said he would be a monster, he'd be dangerous, as long as he can keep his waistline tight and tiny. Last year, it was a little bit bigger than it was in the past, but he is a victim of the Kai Green short torso. So the more muscle you pack on, of course, it's going to show in the midsection. It's not going to look too good. But he looked pretty good last year. Good enough to where he should have placed second, many said, but he got 3rd place. If he can improve on that conditioning that he had last year, I see him easily pulling out 2nd place. In third, I would see a toss-up between Big Ramy and Wankler. Why? Because Ramy has a hard time hitting his conditioning, has a hard time getting that conditioning that he's supposed to get. I don't see him, even if he duplicates the conditioning that he had last year, I see William Bonac being better. I see Wankler being better. So I see a fight between him and Wankler for the 3rd and 4th spot. However, everybody slept on and forgot about Shawn Rhoden. Now, Shawn Rhoden didn't look his best. He was going into the Olympia sick. That's why he couldn't make the Arnold, because he was having abdominal issues, etc., etc. So Shawn Rhoden is a dark horse. He brings the conditioning. He brings the small waistline. He has great flow, structure, shape to his physique. His only flaw is when he turns around. When he turns around, he cannot match up with Phil. When he turns around, he cannot match up with Bonac. When he turns around, he cannot match up with Ramy or Wankler for that matter. So how is he going to line up? Did he bring his back up? Did he bring his back up enough? We'll see. He does have that great flow, so it can offset a lot of the other, like he can win all the front and side shots against these guys. If he brings his conditioning, he only has to worry about the back double bicep and the back lat spread against all these other guys. So who knows? I have him in there. So that's your 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. Pick one. Which leaves Dexter Jackson in 6th. A lot of you will boo, say a lot of, I'm talking crap. Dexter Jackson's great, blah, blah, blah. I got you. But here's the thing with Dexter Jackson. He is Mr. Consistency. He always brings it, and he always brings his best condition. He is rarely 2 or 3% off of his best condition. Dexter Jackson brings it. However, Dexter's flaw is No knock on him, but it's reality. His best is not as good as the other guy's best. Rolley has beaten him. Bonac has beaten him. Ramy has beaten him. Rhoden has beaten him. But yet he has always been consistent with his conditioning. He's always been looking awesome with his conditioning, right? So you got to give something there. So I have no choice but to put him in 6th place. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Word on the street is, and from the pictures that I've seen, Brandon Curry and Nathan DeAsha, they're the 2 wild cards. Everybody's talking about how good they look. I've seen pictures, but, you know, pictures in real life, you know, can be totally different. Also, it's nailing it on the day. But those 2 guys, there's a lot of buzz around their camps. And I've always liked Brandon Curry. I always wondered why he could never hit his best conditioning, get his best look. But it seems like he's coming along. After all these years, he's finally getting it. Nathan DeAsha was a rising star when I first saw him. I liked him. I knew he would be a factor. So watch for these 2 guys to try to get in there and disrupt the whole dimension of the top 6 that I just called. Also, someone that everyone has forgotten during this year, Cedric McMillan. Great flow, great shape, great structure. He has the height. He brings everything. He doesn't have any weaknesses structure-wise, muscle dominant-wise, like his shoulders aren't too big for his arms, his upper isn't too big for his lower, yada, yada, yada. He is a complete package. Can he bring the conditioning that he brought to beat Kai Green or play second to Kai Green at the Arnold, where Kai Green beat him in the posing round? He had Kai Green knocked out, hanging on the ropes almost until the posing round. So can he bring that? That is the question. Another good mention would be Sergio Oliva Jr. I think it's exciting because the son of a legend is competing in the Olympia. The son of a legend is competing in the Olympia. First time ever. So how would he fare? How would he fare against the pack? Now, I saw him when he turned pro. I saw him in his pro debut. Look, Junior got it. Junior got the goods. He's got the goods. He may not have the exact same flow as his father, but he's gotten the goods. All right? Now, the question is, how does his best stack up against all of these other guys who have been here, who have been bringing it year in, year out, time and time again? Every one of these guys has been on at least 3, 4, 5 Olympia stages, which means every one of these guys have been a pro at least 7 to 10 years or more. He just got here. Sergio Oliva Jr., that is. Junior just got here. So can Junior bring it? Can Junior take it to that next level? He's been training with all the old pros, Tom Platz, and all these other guys, you name it, getting training advice, nutritional advice, super supplement advice, you name it. He's been getting all of that. And he took the time off to really develop and perfect his physique. So now let's see what he really brings to the table. This is going to be this is probably going to be one of the better men's open in a while. Everybody's trying to take out the champ, the repeating champ. They don't want him to be number 8 up there with Lee Haney and Ronnie Coleman. So everybody has a favorite in the game. There's Sergio Oliva coming in. Nathan DeAsha's been talking a lot of shit. Did I say shit? Yeah, I said shit. Oh, fuck it. There's a lot of great guys in the lineup, and I think it's going to be a very interesting, entertaining Mr. Olympia. Hope you all enjoy it. It's only a few days away. Me, Ricky T. Anthony, training with Pryd, Pryd, and Muscle Central Television, and I'm out.